Hi dears, welcome back to Mayflower. Now we are discussing the topic feminism in English literature. Feminism is a movement that started in literature against male domination or patriarchal society. Patriarchal society means male dominated society, and feminism came as a revolt against these patriarchal attitudes. And it was first started in France in 1880, and in 1890 it became popular in Britain, and in 1910 it is popular in USA. The patriarchal society considered women as inferior to them. Women were not allowed to interfere in important matters. The works like A Vindication of the Rights of Women by Mary Wollstonecraft, then The Subjection of Women by John Mill, then Women in the 19th Century by Margaret Fuller, and A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf reveal the pathetic and miserable condition of women in this male-dominated society. So, modern feminism or modern feminist criticism starts with Mary Ellman's work. The name of the work is Thinking About Women, and in it she discusses the picturization of women in male-dominated literature or in male literature. That means in male literature, the writers pictured female characters or female persons as inferior. In D.H. Lawrence and Henry Miller's works, we can see that women are portrayed as sexual tools. That means the male-dominated society consider them as sex tools only. We can see that male characters are represented as positive, powerful, and strong. But at the same time, women characters are represented as timid, emotional, and shy. We have strong heroes like Ulysses. Ulysses means Odysseus, then Oedipus, Hamlet, etc. But we have no strong heroines. Feminist writings point out the inferior position of women in this patriarchal society. In the work Second Sex by Simone Beauvoir, the author says that one is not born but rather becomes a woman. That means it is civilization as a whole that produces this creature. Simone Beauvoir calls women as creature. That means it shows the role of women in the society. That means women are treated as inferior to men. The famous feminist Elaine Showalter developed gynocriticism. Gynocriticism is a framework for analyzing women's writing. It's a repeated question and it is often asked for the exams. Gynocriticism is a framework. In this framework, they analyzed the topics like childbearing, then giving birth, then nurturing, and women to women relationship, etc. In this gynocriticism or in this framework, they analyzed women's language, then style of speaking, then style of writing, etc. And as a result, a number of journals and papers were published all over the world. After this development of gynocriticism, a number of journals and papers were published all over the world. Then again, Elaine Showalter says that there are three phases in feminism. The first phase is feminine phase, and it extends from 1840 to 1880. And in this period, women writers have no role models. So they began to imitate the male writers and they began to follow their rules and regulations or their conventions. And in this period or in this phase, they began to adopt male names or pseudonyms. Pseudonym means a pen name, or they began to receive male names. And the major writers of this period are George Eliot, then Elizabeth Browning, Charlotte Bronte, then Elizabeth Gaskell, etc. The second phase is feminist phase and it is from 1880 to 1920. And in this period, they began to advocate for minority rights and they protested against patriarchal society. As we have already said that the first phase is feminine phase, and in this phase they have no role models. But in this second phase, that means in the feminist phase, they began to protest against this patriarchal society, and the main feminist writers are Mary Coleridge, then George Gorton, Olive Schreiner, etc. The third phase is called female phase, and it is from 1920 to the present time. And in this period, we can see a rediscovery of women's texts. That means they began to self-assert or self-assertion. It is a period of self-assertion and self-discovery. They boldly said that we are not the slaves of patriarchal society. We have our own rights, and in this period we can see self-assertion. Then feminist criticism is divided into two categories. First one, women as a reader, and the next one is women as a writer. In this first category, that means women as a reader, we can see women as a consumer of male products. That means male literature. They began to imitate, or they began to analyze male tradition and male picturization of women. They also analyzed the stereotype picturization of women in this literature. In the second category, that means women as a writer, they began to reread the text and produce their own meaning with the help of history, theme, genre, structure, etc. James Freeman classifies feminism into three major groups. The first one is liberal feminism. In this liberal feminism, they do not question political or economic conditions of the state. Instead, they argue for their rights and the privileges that are given by the state to them. And this feminism, that means this liberal feminism, works with a broad mind. The second one is Marxist or socialist feminism, and it is connected with the oppression of women and the exploitation of them in this working class society. People argue that that means the feminists argue that women had to suffer two types of exploitation. That means as a woman and as a part of the working class. So this Marxist or socialist feminism is related to this exploitation. The third one is radical feminism, and they concentrate on the root of the problem. They identify that the root of the problem is the patriarchal concepts, and it causes this discrimination. So the gender system should be removed. Other types of feminisms are black feminism and post-colonial feminism. Black feminism reveals the exploitation of black natives by the white people. The post-colonial feminism reveals the exploitation of third world countries by the colonial powers. These are the main points. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.